Hey there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. Sorry for being late this evening. We have internet troubles living out in the woods, so we struggle to make sure we have the best connection before we go live so that it actually works once we are live. So tonight's Q&A is any questions that you have whatsoever. We can go through anything at all, money saving, couponing, grocery, but I always come with a topic too. So for tonight's topic, I kind of wanted to do a catch-all topic, which is just tips to save more at the grocery store. And that really is kind of catch-all. Just in the notes that I've got that I want us to cover, it's a wide range of things. So that's where we plan to go when there aren't questions. You can always leave a comment on Facebook. You can always enter the chat room through the link that is on Southern Savers if you want to join the actual chat room too, that's through Google Hangouts. So both places, leave any questions that you have and I will gladly answer them. And there are some that are already in there because I'm late and you guys have been in the chat room for a while. So I'm going to scroll back and make sure that we just start with first questions, which is Tawana has a question. How can we save on motor oil for our cars? Gas comes down, but oil or filters never do, and you don't see rebates anymore. So Tawana, I want to throw out one option for you that may be a unique option, but it is a way to save on oil changes, and that is doing mystery shops. So there's a company that I work with that I get emails for almost every single week that they need mystery shops for Chevrolet dealerships. They need mystery shops for other dealerships in the area, not just Chevrolet. And you go in, you schedule an oil change, and they fully reimburse you for the oil change. So I don't think you can get any cheaper than that. Now, obviously, if you want to change your own oil, this isn't the solution, but this is going to be free afterwards. They fully reimburse you plus your time for going in and getting the oil change. Yes, you have to do a write-up in the end, to kind of say what the customer service was like, what the experience was like, but it was free. So that's the first place that I would point you to save on oil changes, to actual save on the products themselves. So you want to change your own oil, the motor oil, the filters. What I would look for first off is Advanced Auto Parts does have an online website that you can order from, and they routinely run coupon codes and other kinds of discounts. You can actually order your parts through Advanced Auto Parts. You can pick up in your local store or have them shipped to your house. They do run free shipping. So that could be an option too. I'm not actually heading to Walmart or Target to buy these things. I'm actually getting them from the auto parts place, but I'm waiting till they run a coupon code. And what I mean by coupon code, we'll see routinely like $10 off of a $40 purchase, which is already, you're saving about 25% just to use that coupon. Plus their prices are about the same as everybody else. So since we're not going to find a coupon on the actual oil filter, we will occasionally find coupons on oil, but it tends to be the like high mileage, synthetic, the new types of oils that they're trying to put out. So if that's not what you use in your car, then that doesn't help. But that's where I would point you to. So to look at getting into mystery shopping. And Tawana, if you email me, and for anyone else that's watching, Jenny@southernsavers.com, I'll be glad to point you in that direction as to which company it is specifically that I get all of the shops for oil changes. But I did do a post on my favorite mystery shopping companies, and it's in that list. So if you just went through and found that post on Southern Savers and signed up, you would end up in the same company. So that answers that question. Okay, to jump back in, Facebook, we already have folks going. So Elaine's question gets us onto the grocery side of things. What's my favorite grocery store? I don't have all of them, first off, nor does anybody. So my favorite one in my area is Buy Low. Buy Low doubles coupons the highest in my neck of the woods, plus they run a lot of promotions and a ton of buy one, get ones. So if I head into the store, they're going to double my coupon. They take competitor coupons, and they take a ton of competitor coupons, where my Publix is pretty restrictive. Our Publix is in this neck of the woods. They don't take Target. nothing super fun. They just take Kroger, Bilo, and Food Lion, who don't really put out that many store coupons. Bilo, however, will take Target, will take Walgreens, CVS, a lot of competitor coupons that the other stores don't take. Plus, they're doubling manufacturers' coupons. Plus, they have fuel perks. So all of that added in, Bilo kind of takes the cake. We do most of our grocery shopping in Bilo these days. Publix is my second favorite for the stores in my area. If you don't have those stores, if I were to kind of rank them across the Southeast, Bilo is still number one. They double the highest with no limit. So it's not 20 coupons that double, it's however many I walk in the door with. So Bilo, then Harris Teeter / Lowe's Foods, they double 99 cents or less every day of the week. Then we get into Publix, and Publix is third for me because in so many areas, Publix does not double coupons. If you live in the Atlanta area or north, they still double, but that's about it. Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, they don't double anymore. And it's really gonna end in other areas here shortly too. So it kind of knocks them down the rung a little bit. And then everybody else falls in under that. If we wanted to find out where Food Lion is, by the way, they're like below Walmart. So they're the one grocery store that I am not in love with. Food Lion does not double coupons. They don't run promotions. They don't have a lot of buy one, get one deals. There just isn't much that would have me in the store on a regular basis. So in terms of all the grocery stores, they end up kind of being the worst, if that helps. It's a worst and a best kind of answer. There we go. And Tawana, your answer, you go to Walmart. That's the one problem. I will say, and we all share our bad experiences rather than our good experiences, but just as like a marriage lesson for me, my husband and I, we've been married for maybe a year, and he told me when we first got married, I don't want you to take the car to get an oil change at a Walmart. And I think he included the other lubes too. I don't even remember now. And I didn't listen. And I took the car to Walmart, and they ended up tearing up the transmission of our car in the process of getting an oil change. So not only did I tear up the car, but then I had to come home and confess that I didn't listen, and I took the car to Walmart and they tore up the car. So we don't go to Walmart either. And I learned from that experience. So that was my newlywed, actually listen every now and then when you're instructed to do something. They may have a point. So to jump back into questions and out of personal stories, my husband probably would like you to not hear everything I've learned bad. To scroll back up, let's see. Aaron asks, how do you get better offers on like apps like Checkout 51? I've only been able to use the any grocery store. So in terms of getting better offers to show up, most of these apps, what you see is what you get. There is a way in Ibotta for you to actually tell them, you can kind of thumbs down or thumbs up an offer, but it doesn't really change much of what is given to you. Most of what they have in there, everyone is seeing. It used to be that there would be some hidden ones, and when you redeemed an offer, new offers would come in, but most of them don't run this way anymore. So if they have 100 offers, you're seeing all of the current offers that are out right now. And if you don't like them, there's not much you can do about it. The plus side though, Aaron, especially Checkout 51, which is the app that you mentioned, they refresh their offers every single Thursday. So if you're loving one offer and you used it, you might actually get it back the next Thursday, or we're going to get new offers most Thursdays. So if that's the frustrating part, maybe you just kind of keep an eye out for new ones to pop in. Okay, let's see. Do you know if they will, so some folks are asking about overage in the grocery stores. Yes, most stores will take your coupons, even if they give you overage. And that's actually one of the tips that I had. So to kind of jump into what I have, because you guys are already keeping me hopping with your questions. One of the big things that we want to do grocery store wise to save the most on our groceries, obviously this basic item here, is I want to buy it on sale, and I want to buy enough of it when it is on sale to last me until it is on sale again. So let's step out of grocery mode right now and go into school supply mode. School supplies are on sale right now. And if we take this same logic, I buy it when it's a really great price, and I buy enough of it until it is back on sale. and you have a kindergartner, you need to be buying all of the crayons that you can find in the county. Not really, but you get the idea. We don't see a back to school sale in the spring. We see a tiny one, but we don't see 25-cent Crayola crayons and penny items at the office supply stores. This is it for the whole year. So as a homeschooling mama, I do go a little crazy, but I also start thinking about other needs too. So we do Operation Christmas Child every fall. Well, this is where all of our school supplies are coming from for our Operation Christmas Child boxes. So we want to apply that not only in grocery mode, but outside of grocery mode too. I see that it's on sale. I want to buy enough of it to last me until it's on sale again. That's our goal. So if you're not shopping that way in the grocery store, just changing the way you shop is going to save you a ton. Just focusing on the sale and buying enough of the sale already changes kind of the entire way that you're shopping. I am not going to go into the grocery store and say, hey, we're completely out of this, let me get it. Odds are what you're out of isn't on sale. So I want to only be buying the items that are on sale today and holding off on the things that aren't on sale. Hopefully you can do that. And at least putting myself in a position to where I don't have to have a lot of things that aren't on sale. That's the goal always. So then to add more to that in the grocery store, folks are asking about overage. So if I go into the store and I see something that is going to make me money, I want to buy that. And no, I may not need it. We have bought some crazy things. Bald men's head wipes made money. My husband isn't bald. I'm not bald. They made me money. Donate them. So what this means is I go into the store, this item costs $4 and I have $5 worth of coupons for it. That means that I'm getting $1 back. Now, some stores, Walmart, for instance, will put $1 in your hand. Most grocery stores will put $1 in your hand, but they will also flip out about having to do that. So I would actually encourage you to never put a cashier in that position. Never make a cashier have to pay you to leave the store, because they will never forget who you are. And they will feel like you broke the rules. She did something wrong. This was all free. This is not how it should have been. We don't really want to put them in that position. So what we're going to do is use that overage, that $1 that I just made for buying whatever the product is. A lot of times it's vitamins and some other things in the store. I'm going to use that $1 towards my milk or my meat or my produce. There's a lot in the grocery store that's not a moneymaker. So pair in this little bit of overage to help cover the cost on the other items that you're buying. There's not a need specifically to be paid leaving a grocery store unless you just need that thrill of they literally put $1 in your hand. I would encourage you to not do that. Instead, let's just go to the store and let's use that overage, that $1 that we made from buying vitamin B today, to help pay for our milk or the other items that we're grabbing. But they will pay you overage. And then to also take overage to a different level, because sometimes it doesn't happen in the store. We mentioned those apps earlier, Checkout 51, Ibotta. There are a number of mobile apps. I actually got an email today of a new app that's launching next week on the 1st that's entirely for beer and liquor. So you can find apps to save on anything now. These apps, none of them have to do with the grocery store. None of them have to do with checkout. So I can come home, I could have paid nothing in the store. I still can submit the money through the apps. And that way I'm making money too. Yes, you might pay $1 or $2 in the store for those items and then get money back in the app. Either way, it's still coming out to be free. And I would encourage you to grab most of those items, even if you don't need them. Put a box in the bottom of your pantry when you're putting away groceries. If you didn't buy it for your family, it just goes straight in the box. When the box is full, donate it. But it's a huge way to take off more of what we need, because if I'm going to make $1 to buy vitamin B, then I'm going to buy vitamin B every time I go to the store, and I'm going to donate it. Someone can use it somewhere, but at this point, that was $1 off of our milk or our bananas or whatever else we grabbed in the store, and it should be part of our total. It's like a coupon. I'm being paid to buy this. So that's what I want you to think about with items that are overage. And I get a lot of folks that tell me, I don't want to buy stuff that I don't need. I don't want a coupon and end up with all this stuff I don't need. If it's free, buy it. Even if you are bald and it's Pantene, buy it. Donate it, because there are people that can be using this. And that's what I want to encourage you to do with those overage items. So Blake's asking a specific question that's Kroger related. I just moved to an area with a Kroger. How often do they run mega events? Kroger runs a mega event almost once a month, and they tend to run them for 2 weeks. So we'll have a mega event, and then we'll have a 2-week break, and then we'll have a mega event, and we'll have a 2-week break all the time. There's a new mega event starting in Kroger on Wednesday, and it'll run for 2 weeks. So just look for those. And that leads me to the next point, which is I do want to pick a grocery store that runs promotions on a regular basis. And what I mean by promotions, it could be a mega event. A mega event in Kroger means that you buy 6 items and you get $6 back instantly, or 10 items and you get $5 back. That's what they consider a mega event. Mix or match on all those items. Sometimes the promotion can look very different. So a promotion might be that we buy $15 worth of items and we get a $3 off Catalina coupon. Those are little coupons that print next to your receipt. I used to call them sausage coupons because they're all connected by a little tiny piece of paper. So those Catalina coupons that print on top of the deal that you already got. It's usually on sale. I usually have a coupon. It's not adding up the coupon value. It's adding up the $15 in sale price. So I buy $15. I'm going to make one up here, so don't go tearing into the store. But we buy $15 worth of Huggies diapers. We use coupons on those diapers. We maybe pay $11. Let's say that was 2 packs of diapers. I used two $2 off coupons. I pay $11 for the Huggies. And then I get back another $3 off Catalina deal. I now have 2 packs of Huggies diapers for $8. So I want to pair those in with the sale, however it may play out. So that's what I would encourage you to look for, is stores that are running promotions and Catalina deals. Buy one, get ones. I would still put in that promotion category, because not every grocery store runs buy one, get one sales. That's where we're going to all of a sudden end up at Food Lion, where there's just nothing running whatsoever. It's just kind of a boring store. When we compare that to another store, we definitely are going to get better deals. So if you're trying to pick what's your favorite store, that needs to be on the list. Do they run buy one, get ones? Do they run promotions? Do they offer Catalina coupons? Publix doesn't offer them. Most of the stores in the Southeast do. Publix does not. To run a Catalina offer, most stores actually need to run on the card-based system, because they tell the Catalina company, in a sense, the data of what you're buying, and you're getting an offer for doing that too. But we do see a lot of stores that run them. So let's see, I'm gonna make sure we haven't missed anything. So Al's has a great question that is Southern Savers related. If you've never used the site, Southern Savers is completely free. We tell you what's on sale. You make a shopping list, you go to the store. That's the goal, is that we just make this as simple as possible for you. But one of the features of the site is using the item search. And Al's, that's where I would push you. So Al's is asking specifically, where do I find the last time something was on sale? So if you go to Southern Savers on the right-hand sidebar of the site, or if you use the Southern Savers app, there's a magnifying glass and you'll see item search. For iOS users, it's down at the bottom in the far left-hand corner, item search. With the item search, you can search for Tide. I can search for whatever I want, and there's a date box. So put in a date in the past. I can leave it blank if I want. It's going to tell me where Tide is on sale right now. If I don't put in a date, I know everywhere that has a great deal on this product right now. So that's where the item search comes in handy. But I can put in a historical date, and it has data. We have data all the way back for a couple of years, but it kind of kills our servers for you to do that. So we have maxed it out to where you can put in a date within the last 3 months, and it will show you when it was last on sale, which for 99.9% of the things in the grocery store, 3 months is plenty of time to get an idea of the sale system. So Al's, if you were to go type into the item search Tide detergent, or even just Tide, and put in a date of 3 months ago, you're going to see every sale that we've seen on Tide in the last 3 months. and you're going to get a really good idea of when is it coming back on sale in my store and what is a good price for this specific item. So folks always email me, what's a good price on gluten-free pasta? What's a good price on sugar? Use the item search, type in sugar, and you're going to get some great data just right there in front of you to see when it was last on sale and what an ongoing sale price is for these items. It's a huge way to save even more on your groceries. Will Walmart still give you overage? I got 25-cent acne-free face wash and forgot to use my $2 off coupon. Will they still take a coupon afterwards? I guess is kind of what you're asking, Nancy. That's really going to depend on the store. A lot of Walmarts will not take a coupon afterwards. They want you to use the coupon when you're checking out, and they do not want you to come back in later. Grocery stores will. Walmart will not. And someone is mentioning, Frida is mentioning in the chat room that Walmart does not accept cash back, or it does not give cash back anymore. It's going to depend on the store. It is part of Walmart's corporate coupon policy that they do give overage. They got litigated for coupon fraud, because what happens if a coupon is worth $4, but they don't give you $4 off, they still reimburse for $4. Walmart still gets paid $4 by the brand. And so the brands actually took Walmart to court for reducing the value of coupon offers that they were giving to consumers. So Walmart gives overage. Walmart corporate. If your store isn't, then there are a lot of stores that like to make up their own coupon policies, but you can call Walmart corporate and try to get them, to re-educate your store. Maybe that's the nice way to put it. Okay, it's difficult. Jennifer's asking a specific question in terms of stocking up. It's difficult to buy enough to last until the next sales cycle when the sales are tied to your loyalty card and they impose a limit of 3. Is there a different way to stock up? So Jennifer, I'm not completely sure what store you're in that's imposing a grocery store that would impose a limit. Drugstores do impose a limit. So to kind of answer your question on that one, drugstore specific, how do I stock up until the next sale drugstore wise? Grocery stores run on a 6-week sales cycle. That means I have one random prop here tonight. If I go into the store and cereal is on sale today, let's say I can get this box of cereal for $1 after the sale, after the coupon. That's my going price. I am not going to pay more than $1 for a box of cereal. So if cereal is on sale for $1, I want to go in, I want to get that cereal, and I want to get enough of it to last me 6 weeks. We do gluten-free for some members of my family, so that's a lot of cereal to last us 6 weeks. In that, you can make it work. Most grocery stores aren't going to limit you. I can grab 4 boxes if I need to. That works for my husband. He's happy, and hopefully nobody eats his cereal. Drugstore wise, they do not follow a 6-week cycle. They actually follow a 4-week cycle. So I will see Huggies on sale once a month. I will see Pantene on sale once a month. So following a 4-week cycle, it's actually a little easier on a limited number of items with the drugstores. So if they have a limit of 1 for a deal or a limit of 2 for a deal, you're usually pretty good. Like for example, today, no coupons needed. You could walk into CVS and make money to buy Scope Outlast mouthwash. I'm not even a big mouthwash fan, but you can buy 2 of those bottles and you will make money to buy them. The bottles cost $3.79 and they are giving a $4 extra care buck. It's free. There is a coupon, so you can actually make money to buy it if you want to print the 50-cent coupon, but you don't have to. So I go in and I grab those 2 bottles of mouthwash completely free. There's so much free mouthwash, you will not run out before we have another free mouthwash deal. It may be a different brand, but you're gonna have plenty. So that part drugstore wise should hopefully be okay. And hopefully grocery store wise, I can't imagine a grocery store that's only allowing you to buy 3 of a sale item. Most of them do have a limit. Publix, for instance, their limit, they don't impose it at all stores, but it's 8, and it's 8 per trip. So you could technically come back and get 8 more later, but it's not 8 per week. And that would just be kind of crazy. Can Catalinas be used with regular coupons for the same item? No. Typically, a Catalina coupon is a manufacturer's coupon, and that throws people off a lot. So it prints at the register. It even has a Kroger logo on the top of it, but it is a manufacturer's coupon, and it's actually kind of a fun perk. So before you just think, oh, I'm not coming back to Kroger, I'm not going to use this, hold tight to it because it's a manufacturer's coupon. It has a Kroger logo on the top, but I can use it anywhere I want to. I can use it in Walmart. I can use it. It's not a store coupon at all. But because it is a manufacturer's coupon, it cannot be used with another manufacturer's coupon for the same item. Are Kroger and Fry's Marketplace the same? I think so, Sheila, but I will confess that Kroger owns so many stores that it's hard for me to keep them separate. Kroger has 29 subsidiaries, 28 of which all run the same ad. And the 29th would be Harris Teeter, who is very different. So probably, but I'm not 100% sure on that. They own King Soopers and tons of other stores, all different names, but they run the exact same ads and the exact same promotions. Okay, so this is a great question from Facebook. Aaron says, I was watching older videos and you mentioned All You magazine and a link to find it. And when I went, I couldn't find the link. All You does not exist anymore. And you're actually the second person to ask me that this week. All You went away, I guess it was almost over a year ago now. It was December of 2015, maybe 2014. I don't even remember. It's been gone for a while. They just ended it. Time Inc. owned it. They decided they did not want to make it anymore. And anyone who had an ongoing subscription ended up with a subscription to a different magazine of not their choice. So no hopes in getting an All You back. They don't plan on ever putting it back in print. Okay, so I think I'm caught up. So some folks, Jamie's saying, I have a hard time printing Smart Source coupons. The button shows up for me to print via the Adobe Reader, but then it prints mostly a blank page, and I've tried all the troubleshooting tips offered. So Jamie, once they went to this new Adobe system, I think a lot of people have had issues. I still have issues depending on what browser I'm in. It doesn't want to work at all, so I switch web browsers first. The other option for you might be that you make sure you have the updated version of Adobe Reader. So you can go to adobe.com and you can check to make sure that you have the current version of the DC Acrobat Reader that they want. That's what I have to have for Macs anyway to be able to print it. They're the only ones that use this. So it's kind of annoying, and you're not alone by any means. Smart Source, I would say the most people have issues Smart Source wise. And Alan's got a question that falls in on this too, because does anyone else have problems with Java? For example, I cannot print the Scotch coupons that are linked in the Office Depot post this week. You've tried on Internet Explorer and Chrome, Firefox, and none will install the Java for Windows software. I get a message saying the browser is not compatible. So Alan, that's exactly what I have issues with too, and I'm not even on Windows, I'm on a Mac. Java can be tricky. Try going directly to java.com, making sure that you have the latest version of Java, just direct. So I'm not even going to try to download it from the print software. I'm just going to get it myself, java.com, java.com. And try downloading that way. You at least have tried the next thing that I was going to tell you, which is trying other browsers. Chrome does not like to work with anything that is run on the Smart Source system, and Chrome doesn't really work well with the latest version of Java, so you'll struggle printing in the latest version of Chrome. That's Chrome 42, I think. Firefox and Chrome, though, are the best too. So just a little small soapbox for a second. If your computer is running on Internet Explorer, it is time to join 2016 and give up on Internet Explorer. Just as a web person, as web developers, the web is a different place when you enter the world of Firefox and Chrome. They are free web browsers, but it is time to just say goodbye to Internet Explorer and hello to what the web should be. So trying Firefox or Chrome, if you ever have printing issues, getting out of Internet Explorer and seeing if that will work too. if you're still having issues, and it's that particular page, it's just the Scotch coupons and no other page, then it may just be I have to give up, and there might be something bigger that's an issue with this page and with their printing software than just your computer. Okay, so Walmart refused to price match today because my local Office Max was out of an item. Is this against policy? Christy, I'm going to warn you that as a whole, Walmart is doing away with price matching in general. So they've been testing doing away with price matching in 500 stores across the US. And the latest news that I've heard is as of August 1st, which is next Monday, no stores will allow price matching. Now, I don't know if we're going to see that actually happen on August 1st. That's the rumors that I'm hearing from folks from Walmart corporate. So what that means, no price matching. They're trying to push everything to the Savings Catcher app, which is not going to price match your penny Office Max deals. It's going to put you kind of in a bind. But what it is going to do is maybe push you to Target. Target is still offering local price match on deals, and that would allow you to get those penny items. Just keep in mind, the one thing that they won't price match is going to be if it was an Office Max product. So if Office Max has their brand of pens for a penny, I can't get Office Max pens at Target. They don't sell them, but I could get, a national brand item that was on sale. So if they had Crayola crayons for 25 cents, I could do that at Target. But just be on the heads up that Walmart is ending their price matching for local ads kind of across the board. And it's a sad day, really, because that was a great way to save money in Walmart. They don't actually have the best prices. They have prices that are never on sale. That's really what their logo should tell you. Nothing in Walmart is on sale, but you can buy it if you want to. They don't have the best prices. Other people do who run sales and run promotions. And so we'll see if they can kind of keep up in a sale-oriented world. I would say no. I'm not going to go there if I can't price match. But we'll see what other people choose to do too. So Shanna says, when I use Smart Source and I hit the limit of 2 prints, and then I went to another computer and it told me I had reached my limit of 2. So Smart Source is kind of smart, and they track you actually based on IP address. And yes, another computer does have a different IP address, but it still has a lot of the same numbers, and it will not allow you to print anymore unless you have a very different IP address, just as a heads up. And that's going to be across the board for all Smart Source coupons, Shanna. Okay. I think I'm all caught up. So to just mention Savings Catcher again, before I sound like all I'm doing is bashing Walmart. They do have Savings Catcher. However, in terms of using that as your price matcher for grocery deals, keep in mind that Savings Catcher does not include meat or produce at all. So if I'm trying to get the best deal on steaks today and Publix has them on sale for $8 a pound, Savings Catcher is not going to catch that. Meat and produce are not included at all. So that's where even price matching groceries comes in handy, because I could still at the register say, hey, Publix has this on sale for $8 a pound. I won't be able to do that anymore. Just so you kind of see why that's a problem that price matching ends, because we actually will miss out on a number of deals that Savings Catcher doesn't catch. So off topic, I guess, Aaron Hedge is asking, what's the last TV show that I've been binge watched? We do have Netflix and Amazon Prime. So I don't know, dates me, but my husband and I will watch Star Trek every now and then, MASH. We like old shows. Old shows are happy, and I don't know any of the new shows. I live in my own little cocoon. So that's what I binge watch, if I even sit down and watch TV that's not Sesame Street on a regular basis. So well, I guess personal question time, which I'm fine with. So I think we've hit a lot of my my things I wanted us to talk on. One in particular, gas savings. So I know, Tawana, you asked oil and gas changes, and oil changes, but our grocery stores can actually have an impact on our gas. So I want you, as you're pondering which grocery store to shop in, to be thinking about what is the promotion that they're running for gas savings. Am I in a store that gives fuel points, fuel perks, their own gas rewards like Lowe's Foods does, or maybe runs gift card promotions? So that would be Publix. Publix doesn't give me fuel points or fuel perks, but Publix is going to run that gas card coupon in the front page of their ad at least every 3 to 4 weeks. We will see it. So in some respect that you're thinking about that with your grocery savings. Fuel points at Kroger, though, just to knock that one off the board, that is not worth shopping at Kroger. Everybody else has a great program. I go to Buy Low, I can earn extra fuel perks all over the store. Winn-Dixie the same way. Kroger, I cannot. I only earn fuel points to buy gift cards and to buy groceries, and they aren't worth your loyalty. So before you go crazy going to Kroger just to earn fuel points, realize that when I buy $100 worth of groceries, I get 10 cents off a gallon of gas up to 35 gallons. That is $3.50. And if somebody mailed you a coupon for $3.50 off of a $100 purchase, you probably wouldn't use it. So don't get super excited about Kroger's fuel point system. They do offer 4-time fuel perks on gift cards from time to time. That's worth it if you're already going to head to Lowe's or you're already going to head to Home Depot. Running into the grocery store, Buy Low does this too. Winn-Dixie, a lot of stores offer gift card promotions. So before I go to Lowe's, if I'm already in the grocery store, I know we need to head there this weekend, I can grab it on Wednesday. But I grab those gift cards, I earn gas savings for buying them, and then I head to Lowe's and buy whatever I needed to buy and use the gift cards. So make sure you're kind of pairing that into. And one thing, for anyone that does have a Buy Low or possibly a Winn-Dixie, those Publix gas station coupons, $10 off of a gas station gift card in Publix, I can use those in my Buy Low. I do not have to use them in Publix. So think outside the box on these gas promotions too, because Buy Low sells and Winn-Dixie sells Shell gas station gift cards. I'm going to earn fuel perks to buy those Shell gas station gift cards. I'm going to use the Publix coupon, bring down the cost, earn the fuel perks, and then turn around and use that Shell gas station gift card to buy my gas. So kind of triple dip in a sense, if you can, to really increase the savings. Aretha's asking specifically, how do I get rid of our ever-growing cable bill? This is a great question. I should bring my husband on for like a special cameo. One thing I would encourage you, if you are kind of a cable addict, you like HGTV, like ESPN, that's the big one for a lot of guys in the world, is losing all your sports channels. I encourage you to look at Sling. And if you haven't already checked out Sling TV, at least look at it. That's the name of it, Sling TV. The price has gone up recently, but they've added a whole bunch of new channels, and this is where I could kind of use my husband to chime in because he knows the prices a little bit better than I do. But it's around $20 to $25 a month. There's no contract whatsoever, so you can turn it on and turn it off however you would like, and it gives you like upwards of 30 to 50 channels depending on the orange or blue package that you pick. I think the people that made Sling TV, by the way, went to the University of Florida, and I can't handle that as a Seminole. They need to pick different colors for their packages. But we love Sling TV. We have it. We grabbed Sling, I guess, over a year ago now for football season because it gave us ESPN, ESPNU, all of the channels so that I could watch my football. I am a little college football crazy in the fall because I live in the South. Who else isn't? But Sling has all of that, and for $20 a month when we originally signed up, we were getting what we could have never gotten with cable. So I would encourage you to start with Sling, grabbing a Roku box if you don't already have one, or if you don't already have a TV that can talk to the internet. Roku will allow your TV to talk to the internet. That's ROKU. So you grab the box, and then we can watch all sorts of things with it, but that's going to let you watch Netflix, Amazon Prime if you have it. And there are a lot of companies that offer free trials. So even if you don't feel like paying, you can sign up and try for a free week, some of them even a free 30 days of whatever their programming is. So if all you did was try one at a time, you could actually have a lot of free programming for a while, kind of stacking them all one after the other with everything that's out there. But Sling is the closest that you're going to get. Another thing that just launched price-wise, it's $29.95. PlayStation Vue, which is owned by Sony, and the end of that, it's PlayStation in the beginning, but the end is spelled V-U-E. They are trying to be Sling's competitor. So it also has ESPN, it has a lot of the sports packages, HGTV, all of those channels. You do not have to have a PlayStation to watch it either. So that's what I would encourage you to look at if you're trying to cut the cord. It is a lot cheaper than a monthly cable bill by far, switching to Sling. And Brandy, I agree, Sling does seem pricey, and I wouldn't do it if you aren't watching it on a regular basis. But the joy of it for us is that it's contract free. So I can turn it on come the first week in September, and I can turn it off after the national championship game or after the ACC conference if, you know, I just have a really bad year and we don't make it even into the playoffs. But that works. So you can have it as long as you want and then get rid of it when you're not using it. And you can't do that with your cable, but you can definitely do that with Sling. So that's where I would kind of push you to probably look into getting there. So Tawana, I agree. She says to kind of get us back into grocery sides, Food City is the only grocery store in that neck of the woods, and Kroger's 45 minutes away. Publix is 45 minutes away. That is tricky. For me, you know, just on a personal note, the nearest grocery store to me is at least 30 minutes. So I go to the grocery store once a week and kind of make an outing of it when we're out. So I will hit Publix and maybe Bilo and a drugstore all in that trip to just make the trip more worthwhile. And maybe that's what you would need to do too. Food City isn't the best for sales at all. So I could kind of see the frustration parts there. Any tips on which summer veggies and fruit freeze the best and how to freeze them? So Diana, most summer veggies freeze great. My husband is in charge of our garden, and according to him, the only thing that we can't freeze in our garden right now is cucumbers. So we are making pickles out of our ears. But almost everything else you can put in the freezer. All it takes is just a little trip to Google to kind of figure that one out. Most of them turn out just fine. Fruit-wise, when you freeze it, however you put up your fruit, I would recommend letting it freeze individually. So like separate it out on a cookie sheet so that I don't have this clump of blueberries, but I've let them all freeze individually and then I put them in a bag together. If you can't handle it, you can put them in the bag, but you're going to have to bust that bag apart because they will end up getting stuck together. You want to wash them before you freeze them. So they're a little damp and they're going to be this little rock. But most of your fruit, even bananas, can go in the freezer. Doesn't mean I'm going to pull it out and eat it like a banana when it comes out, but it's perfect for smoothies, banana bread, you know, however I want to use this. So buying, you know, brown bananas in the grocery store, come home and stick them in the freezer. I don't have to make banana bread today, but I can totally get them in the freezer before they're really, really bad and they're set to make something whenever I have a moment to pull them back out. For other summer veggies though, you do need to look up blanching times and freezing tips. So for us, like we have a lot of squash. Our garden has made massive amounts of squash, but we've been peeling it before we blanch it even, just so that it kind of comes out and we don't even have the tough skins to deal with. Let's see. Okay, so Christiana asked a question. I'm going to put it up just so I can read it across the screen on the Google Hangout. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and reading Pinterest posts about once a month grocery shopping and how it saves more money and time when you meal plan for the month. And it seems like it would save more time too. Doing it once a week as I am now, it seems like a lot. What are my thoughts? So shopping once a month versus once a week. This is the holdup, is that when I go into a grocery store, what is on sale today will not be back on sale for 6 weeks. So if I go in today and I buy whatever is on sale today, that's fine, but it's not the whole store. It's just 1/6 of the store, really, if you look at it in a 6-week sales cycle. Next week, I don't shop. I'm only shopping once a month. I miss the next 5 weeks worth of sales, and then I'm going to get the next deals. Once a month, I guess you're going to end up missing the next 3 weeks of sales, and you're going to get that 5th week of deals, but you've missed 3 whole weeks in between week 1 and week 5 as your 4th week rolled around. So I don't know that you're really going to get the savings that you're hoping for by shopping once a month. This is also my holdup for meal plan options. So there are, like the companies like eMeals and whatnot that hand you a meal plan ready-made. The problem with these is that they're figuring that whatever is on sale in the store today is what you need for this menu, and that's not always the case. If I need olive oil, you've put it on my menu to use as a side, but it's actually not on sale this week. I'm still going to have to go to the store and grab it because I need it to make the menu. So I would encourage you to get in a once-a-week habit, but my hope is that that once-a-week habit actually isn't a big trip. So for us, if we were to take a little field trip, which would be very hard for me to do with a laptop and a phone, and we walk into my pantry, which is right behind me, you would see a lot of food because when I'm going into the store, I'm getting enough of each item to last us 6 weeks. But then come this week, when I look at the buy low ad that I just sat down and typed earlier this evening, I may see 4 things that we have to have in that ad. Oh, it's back on sale. That's great. We're almost out of it. There's not much in a grocery store, though, that I need this second because I have a pantry full of food. So once a week shopping for us can actually look very small. It doesn't have to be massive. Now I'm feeding 7 people, so my shopping is probably a little bit more massive than some of y'all's. But in the grand scheme of things, I might be coming home with 10 items, just 4 of those 10 items a piece. That's all we needed was just those 10 things that were on sale. So it's not long trips. Also, in terms of how we grocery shop, I get everything together before we go to the store. So all of the coupons are cut. The shopping list is ready. I walk into the store. I buy what is on my shopping list, and I don't need the coupons until I hit the register. And then I go up to the register and I hand them all the coupons. But I'm not walking around with a binder through the store. I'm just walking around with a list and buying whatever the list tells me to buy. So that trip can really be a 25-minute trip in and out. That would be kind of on the long side. For me too, I will say, running Southern Savers, I tend to also walk around and look for unadvertised deals. So I don't do a ton of in and outs because I'm working, I guess, while I'm in the store. But when we do, we're in and out in under 25 minutes, if not less than that, just because we're following the list, we're getting those 10 items, and we're heading out the door. So Shauna's asking a off-grocery question. Her vacuum died today. Any great deals on vacuums that are out there? We have a Shark. We enjoy our Shark. We've had Dysons. They've died. So, you can use everybody's advice. But Shauna, I will tell you what I said on a call a long time ago, and it worked out well for that person. And that would be that I would encourage you to watch Kohl's. When Kohl's is running really great coupon codes and they're offering Kohl's cash back, you can get a really good discount. And Kohl's sells all of the major brands. They sell Shark, they sell Dyson, but that's where we're gonna get the biggest discounts, is watching for a coupon code and Kohl's cash back to pair on top of each other for the vacuum. I saw a post that said that Ace Hardware was cheaper than Walmart. So Tawana, it can really depend on what you're grabbing. Ace Hardware does routinely put out coupons, and they also have a rewards program that gets you more coupons. So if you're specifically needing hardware options, it can be a bigger savings just because of the coupons that they put out that Walmart does not put out at all. So what do I consider an unadvertised deal? Can I clarify what that means? Sure. So an unadvertised deal for me, Amanda, means it was not in the weekly ad at all. It means I walked around my store and found that it was on clearance or it was on closeout or that it was just on sale, because the grocery stores, while they have ad space, their ad space is limited. They don't put all of their deals in the weekly ads. So for example, Publix, on most weeks, Publix will have between 6 and 10 buy one, get ones that were not in the weekly ad at all. So just that's what an unadvertised deal is. You will find them in your store more often than not. Closeout and clearance deals can vary by every store as to what they have in stock or whether or not it's even on clearance in that store. But everything else that's not closeout or clearance should be good in any store that you're shopping in. So if I say that it's buy one, get one in Publix, 99% of the time it's going to be buy one, get one in your Publix. It may not be marked, but you can always get them to do a price check and you should find that it rings up correctly. So that's what an unadvertised deal is. I'm restocking my emergency supplies. When is a good time to get stuff like flashlights and batteries? We're coming up on it. It's really in the fall. We need to get through back to school season. And once we're through back to school season, then we kind of see emergency supply season, which is kind of silly. We are in the middle of hurricane season, though you wouldn't really know it. But most people don't put hurricane items on sale or emergency supply items on sale until closer to the fall. The September and even into October range, we'll see a lot of that go on sale as the winter months also come along. So that's when you want to look for the best deals on that. And then batteries, we see a lot of great deals on batteries various times. You can get some for free this week at Office Depot after rewards. So that might be one option for you. AA's and AAA's are completely free. If you need the bigger guys, though, they're not. But we do see those deals throughout the year. And then closer to the fall, more like September, October, we'll start to see batteries go on sale too. And then around Christmas, we'll see battery sales. So that would be kind of your 3 times to stock up. So CVS has Revlon on sale, buy 12 and get a $4 extra care buck. And on my extra care card, there is another buy 9 and get $3 off. Can I use them at the same time, or do I have to do them in 2 deals or transactions? So Aaron, in terms of that, if your buy 9 and get $3 is really, it's just a coupon. It's just $3 off of $9 worth of Revlon. Then yes, you can pair that with the buy 12 and get $4. If one's a coupon and one is a sale, you're good to go. Now, if the other is buy 9 and get a $3 extra care buck, I've not ever seen them overlap extra care buck deals before, but whatever is running in the store will print. My guess is, though, what you have in the CVS on your card anyway is a $3 off coupon can completely be used with an extra care buck sale. That's what is part of what makes CVS as fun as it is, because they have so many coupons that overlap with the sales. Okay, so I think we're caught up on all of the comments that we've had so far. I know we got started late, and I'm fine with hanging out with you guys a little longer too because we got started later. Nancy's kind of sharing in a tip for anyone on Facebook that said her Walmart was marking down an entire aisle, making a whole clearance aisle, everything down to 25 cents with trash bags and makeup and shower curtains and light bulbs. Yeah, so we're going to see tons of clearance deals across the board, and you'll see even more as we get into the fall. The fall is the best time for clearance because all of these stores need to make space for Christmas. And I mean, Christmas sales, they start like August in most of these stores. So they're trying to make room fast. Folks always ask me, when's the best time to buy a lawnmower? When's the best time to buy large like grills, things like that? Always going to point you to October, as the home supply stores are trying to make room for Christmas. So looking for that, you're going to see even more clearance as the months go on. And then what about buying perishable items and making them last? So the 6-week stock up, how do I stock up for 6 weeks on things that aren't going to last 6 weeks? That's a great question. Produce, we can freeze it, but a lot of times produce, I'm not following a 6-week sale cycle because come 6 weeks from now, that item isn't even fresh. In terms of vegetables and fruit. The windows on some things aren't even 6 weeks long. So produce wise, I would encourage you to just buy whatever is on sale today. We're just, our fruit's gonna change. Yes, your favorite fruit may be a clementine, but I'm not gonna find clementines until they're actually on sale. We are not gonna have them in the house. So I would encourage you to stick with what's in season in the produce side of things. For other things that would be in the perishable side, meat, milk, butter, a lot of these things can actually be frozen. You can even freeze eggs. So Googling, how do you freeze eggs? It's not hard actually. You stick them in the freezer, but they're perfectly fine when they come out. Milk, you stick the whole gallon in the freezer. You don't even have to pour anything off. So there's a lot that can be frozen. And someone specifically on Facebook is asking, do we freeze bread? You can. Bread freeze is great. That's actually where my stepmother keeps bread. If you want a slice of bread, it will be frozen in her house. So you can go straight from freezer to table if you would like with the bread, but it's perfectly fine to do that, and it does make it last longer. A lot of older folks even kept all their flours and sugar in the freezer because it kept bugs out of them. So where I'm going to the freezer to make it last longer, that's a whole nother reason to go to the freezer too. Nancy asks, why does my local store have strawberries 2 for $5 one week and then 3 for $5 the next, and then $1? Hey, it's constantly changing, Nancy. That's just how they play the game. So they're wanting you to really never have the idea of what is the best price. And what I would encourage you to do is find in your brain, this is the price that I won't pay more for on this item. So for me, I don't want to pay more than $2 for a package of strawberries. Yes, some weeks it may be $1.66 a package. Some weeks it's going to be higher than that $2 mark. I'm not going to pay for them. So that's where I would include or encourage you to have a buy price for a specific item. So if you head to Southern Savers and you look at the Learn to Coupon tab, on the Learn to Coupon tab on Southern Savers, there's a buy price list that you can print out. And that's my list of what is a good price for the items that we buy on a regular basis. You can use the item search that is on Southern Savers to help you kind of make your own list. So if you want something brand specific, then do that. So you can kind of get a heads up on what are the good prices. The prices are always changing in the grocery store. So our goal, to bring in my one little prop, is to figure out what is the good price for this item and then to only buy it when it's that good price. So this, for example, good price is not $4 a box. It is $2 a box. And then I use my coupon. After the coupon, I bring it down to $1 a box. I don't ever want to pay more than $1 for a box of cereal. And I don't really even care what kind of cereal. So I was trying to use cereal to prop up my phone a little higher tonight. I've got cereal everywhere tonight. I am not going to pay more than $1 for any box of cereal, gluten-free or not. That's just our buy price. And you have to watch it because next week, this was on sale for $2 this week. Next week, it's $3.50. The week after that, it's $5. I have to know, when do I buy? At what point is it the best price? That's the week I want to buy it. And that's the week I want to get enough for 6 weeks on it. Because I don't want to fall into the trap of all the little ups and downs that every product in a grocery store is going to take. Because they love to play that game. Okay. I think I'm all caught up. And someone asked specifically, can we add milk and cheese and butter to my 4:30 hangouts? Yes, I kind of fell off on those and I need to pick them back up. So 4:30 hangouts on Facebook, I've been trying to do just quick, how to save on this, how to save on that. So my goal is to pick up with more of those. We'll do one tomorrow just for you. How about on milk, how to save on milk? So if you join on Facebook, if you're not following on Facebook, you can always click the button to like if you're seeing this and you just randomly found this in your feed. For anyone that's watching on the Google Hangout, make sure you're following along on Facebook and then it'll pop up. If you follow Southern Savers on Facebook and then I go live, it will pop up. And you're like, hey, Jenny's online. And you can hang out and watch how to save on milk, how to save on the other things that we do. So I just need to get a little bit better on that. Last question. We use sunscreen, we've stocked, but just to make sure to check the expiration date on the bottle before using. Yes, I agree. So all the things that you can grab, they do expire. So keeping tabs on all of that. We did that exact same thing this year, Karen. We had so much sunscreen that I had really let get behind us, and we just had to chunk a ton of it, or push some and say, this is what we're using first before we use the newer stuff. So someone's asking, is it safe to upgrade to Windows 10 from the current 8.1 regarding printing coupons? Yes, it is. You're good to go to Windows 10. Never be an early adopter if you're in coupon land, but Windows 10's been out for almost a year now. So you are good to be an early adopter, or to be a late adopter, I guess, really, and go ahead and get Windows 10. You're not going to have any issues with printing coupons. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and call it for us for tonight, and join me next Monday night at 8:30. I will try to make my internet be on time for a Google Hangout as well, and Facebook Live, and answer all your questions. Hope you guys have a great week. If you have any others between now and then, you can always email me, jenny@southernsavers.com, or send me a message through Facebook. Either way, I will talk to you guys in a week.